All right, it is now day 7 of our learning 300 kanji in 30 days. And it's been the first week. It's been so far so good. I feel like there hasn't been a humongous struggle in keeping up with at least knowing one onyomi and kunyomi. I think. I haven't done a test in a while. And obviously, I feel like I've forgotten a lot of the compound kanji and I need to review. I think for the strategy that moving forward, because I do feel like if I'm gonna retain this for another 21 days or 23 days, this is gonna be, we need strategy basically. So let's just move to camera view real quick. So the strategy that I think we're gonna go with is basically whatever we learned. There has to be an interval. So I'm thinking maybe around like 3 days ish. That's like enough time for you to like forget something. So for instance, if we were to have restarted this challenge, I think day 4 would be when I heavily review day 1's kanji, plus learning the new kanji for day 4, and then like continue doing that. And I think at that point, when you solidify it in a bigger interval, you can then solidify it again at a even larger interval. So for instance, like day 7 is one like every 3 days, and then every 4 days, and then every 5 days. It's sort of like that, I guess. So day 7 would be when I review day 1's kanji again, plus day 7, plus the 2 days before that. So it's like a lot, and it is stacking for sure, but it's kind of like the only way, I think, until I feel like there will probably be a point where like, okay, now I get it. Like, even though the interval was like 5 or 6 days, I can recall it instantly and I know what it is and I don't need to review it anymore, at least for this challenge specifically. I think at a certain point, obviously, I will need to keep up with the reviews to actually retain everything, because I do feel like actually for like the JLPT and for kanji, some of them I think I would need a little bit of time to like figure out how to write it. For instance, reading it is simple enough, but writing it, it's a lot harder. I mean, that's not, I think the rubric for this challenge is that as long as I can read it and know one onyomi and one kunyomi, that's fine. Like, that's me knowing the kanji overall and providing as much examples of the usage of that kanji as possible. That would be like a good thing to show as well. And then the the writing of the kanji, like showing that I can write it, that's like a bonus, that's an extra. But I feel like I can write most of JLPT N4 and N5 kanji with no problems. I might miss the stroke order here and there, but for sure I can like write them, because I'm looking at all of them and none of them are like mysterious to me. I can recognize all of them pretty much instantly, and that's what we need to get finished for JLPT N3. Anyways, I won't talk too much about stuff like that for a while. I'm just gonna practice on camera, because I think that's something I was definitely lacking, a clear strategy. I was kind of just going like, yeah, just remember everything. And as I'm continuing to do this, I'm like, this is really hard. I'd have to review so much if I want to like keep trying to retain every single thing, I guess. So giving some space in between, like a day or two, and focusing on specific days instead of like trying to do every single one. You know what? I actually feel like I might end up doing that, because like keeping track of what I should be studying will get hard too. So I don't know, but like if there was a strategy, that would be the strategy. And let's just see if I can actually follow the strategy well. But let's go ahead and do day 7's kanji. So we need 10 more. And as you can see from this list right here, we have exactly 60, I believe. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this would be 8. So we would have 64, but there's 4 missing, so there's 60. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Shimin. I have not heard of this one ever. Shimin. Ki. You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that so much of the kanjis have the exact same. I mean, obviously there's a limit to how many combinations you can have in terms of like what a kanji sounds like. But there are so many keys, and so many shis, so many jols, so many tais, and it's like at a certain point it just gets really confusing. Okay, this one's interesting. The left side is very interesting. It reminds me of the one that means like shell, the radical for shell, which is like kai, but not quite. Okay. Shimin. Oh. I just forgot what I just previously learned. Okay. Period. Ki. Okay. This means period. Jidai, or dai, also somewhat means period. Shimin. Ki. Shimin. Citizen. Shimin means citizen. Shimin. Period. Just ki. I think for now I'm going to think of this as just like a very sloppy way to write kai. Okay, ki. Oh, citizen. Shimin. Shimin. I already forgot what the left kanji means. Like city? I think it means city. Gakki. But then gakki can also be instrument, right? Let me check real quick. Also, I'm not streaming right now because I'm pretty sure this means instrument. I'm not streaming right now because at any moment I will need to stop. So rather not make it too abrupt. Okay. Gakki. Tool. Musical instrument. And then this also means gakki, school semester. Okay, got it. Just lots of words that mean the same thing. Context matters. Period. Got it. Kikan. Period of time. Interval. Kikan. Oops. Kikan. Period of time. Ki. Okay. Kan. Trying to slow down and actually do it the proper way. Like I said in day 1. Like actually imagining the kanji being drawn in my head. Gakki. Because I think that'll actually help reinforce the fact that I'm learning it and retaining it. Okay, let's keep going. Gakki. It's unfortunate. I mean, I guess I could show myself writing it. That would probably be a better way. But doing it in my head is just so much faster. Kikan. 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 Interval. Gakki. Gakki. 学期 period what school term, sorry, period of time, interval, kikan. I think we've reached diminishing returns, so let's just do this faster. Gakki, ki, kikan, gakki, 시민, citizen, 시민, citizen, period, ki. Alright, let's do this. Oh gosh. Stroke order. I guess I can't consider it a messy kai because kai would be written completely differently. I have to think about this slightly differently. Okay, I'm gonna have to write that again. 시민, citizen, gakki. Why am I blanking? Okay, come on. 시민. Why did I click that? Okay. 각기. 기간. When I'm rushing, I feel like I get real stupid. All right, let's do this properly. It's kind of ugly. 시민, citizen. 시. I should have wrote this in my head. I don't have this one as strongly. Period of time, interval. 기간. Okay. Let's keep going. Zenki. First school semester. Man, these are such useless words. Zenki. Koki. Second school semester. Oops. Koki. Koki. Zenki. Koki. Second school semester. Koki, second school semester. Zenki, first school semester. Koki. And I feel like ki is kind of hard to see for me. Zenki. Doki. One's contemporary. I really don't know what that means. Like, what does one's contemporary mean? Choki, long term. Choki. I don't think I'm going to waste time looking it up. I'm just going to keep going. If I ever hear it in real life, then I will actually try to learn it properly. Choki, doki. long term. 조기. Also, I have to go now. That was really fast, but like I said, I wanted to make sure I can do this quickly. Or get off quickly, I guess. 조기. Why is this so long and repetitive? Yeah, I don't ever see this being useful for me. Like, I feel like I'll never hear these words. Especially this one, doki, one's contemporary. Okay, nice. We have a lot to go over still, and I would like to do it on camera, but got lots to do today. But we're gonna keep it up. Yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.